Hey guys, it's me, Shani, and today I'm going to be doing another favorites video. So this is all of the things I've been loving recently. So if you're interested, then keep on watching. I'm going to start with makeup. So I have a new favorite foundation that I wanted to mention. And I actually didn't like this product when I first tried it. So it's kind of interesting that it's become a favorite. But it is the Merit, what is this called? The Merit Minimalist Perfecting Complexion Stick, and I have the shade Dune, and it is just this, sometimes people use it as a concealer, but I use it as a foundation, and it's just really a nice shade for me. But originally when I got this, I was kind of confused on the application, and I just wasn't, I don't know, I wasn't liking how I was applying it. I think I was taking it onto my hand and then applying with a brush, and I don't know, applying with a brush I just didn't love, and so I started using this by just directly applying it on my face and then using a wet beauty sponge, and that application I like a lot better. So anyways, I've been really enjoying this. It gives you a nice coverage. I'm wearing it today and I feel like it looks very natural on the skin. I have been enjoying this as like an easy lightweight summer type of foundation. I didn't mention it, but these are favorites from March, April, May, and June of 2026. So it's over 4 months in the making of all the things I've really been loving. So I'm gonna try to get through it quick because I have a lot to talk about. But I do have a new favorite loose powder, and it is the Kimchi Chic Puff Puff Pass Set and Bake Powder. It is the translucent. I got this based off of a recommendation from one of my coworkers, and she said she absolutely loved this powder and it made your makeup stay all day, and so I wanted to try it out. I actually did wear this for my wedding. I've been testing it out for months and I really liked the way it looked on my skin, the way it helped my makeup stay longer, so I went ahead and used this on my wedding day, which is crazy, but it is just a really nice loose powder. They do have different colors, but I like the translucent one. But yeah, if you're looking for a good loose powder, this is definitely nice. I have a new favorite eyeshadow palette. This is the Sigma Vintage Radiance eyeshadow palette, and it is stunning. I did not plan on buying this, but I think like a month before my wedding, Sigma released this palette, and I was like, oh my gosh, I think I need to get it. And so I ended up purchasing it, and I did use it on my wedding day. I will be talking a little bit about my wedding later on in the video, but just kind of mentioning some products I used that I've also been loving. Look at how stunning this eyeshadow palette is. I don't know if the lighting is even showing, but they're just such gorgeous glam neutral, like elevated neutral type of tones in here. And I used only this really for my eyeshadow. I believe I only used this on my wedding day, and I'm thinking, let me know if you'd be interested in this, but I'm thinking of doing a tutorial on how I did my makeup for my wedding, just to relive it and show you kind of how I did my makeup, because I did my own makeup. But this palette I've been loving for the wedding, but also just every day. Like, I've been loving these tones, and it's just perfect for a wedding. It is wedding themed, so some of the names are related, but it's also like vintage related. So today I am wearing this palette, and I'm wearing Beloved, Milestone, Altar, and the shade Antique on the lid. So they're just cool wedding themed names, but also Antique is one of the shades, which, if you know me, I love vintage stuff, so it's just so funny. It's just so fitting. So this palette is literally perfect, and I've just been loving it so much. It is stunning. I love the theme of the palette, but also the shadows are super blendable, pigmented, but easy to work with. So this has been such a favorite. One last makeup product that I did use on my wedding day also is the Huda Beauty liquid lipsticks. These are the liquid matte lipsticks, and I used the shade Bombshell and Wifey. So these two shades are what I wore. I did Bombshell first, and then on top Wifey, and this was another recommendation from a coworker, and I really was looking for a liquid lipstick that would last really well for my wedding day, but also like the right color, and the mix of these two really are perfect, and I just loved how it came out. Again, maybe I'll do a tutorial on how I did my makeup for the wedding, but today I am wearing Wifey, and I did mix it with a few other things. I'm using first I used the Empower Shine Satin Lip Cream in the shade Khaki from Thrive Cosmetics, and that I just did on the outer, like almost like a lip liner, lining the lips, and then I did the Wifey shade of the Huda Beauty liquid lipstick, and then on top I'm wearing one of the Empower glosses from Thrive Cosmetics in the shade Marissa, so that's my lip combo today. But yeah, I've been loving these little liquid lipsticks. I think it was just perfect for the wedding. I needed something that would last really well and that I didn't have to think about too much, so I really loved these for that. I am drinking tea right now, and that is actually one of my favorites, so let me get it. I have been loving this Garden Party tea. This brand in general, Rishi, I believe it's how you pronounce it. I could be wrong. But this brand in general, I have been loving their tea. They are organic tea, and this one specifically has chamomile and hibiscus, and I love hibiscus tea. I love chamomile, but I've never, I don't think, had one where it has both of those ingredients. It also has apples, fennel seed, honeybush, strawberries, and orange peel. So it's just a really fun summer tea. I don't know, like I just think it's been really fun for spring and summer. Another random favorite is I actually had a fun work party where we painted mugs, and it was so cute. And here is the one I painted. So I painted a little like house basically, and I feel like it's not showing up, the colors are not showing up exactly on camera the way I want, but it has the pink handle and it just looks like a little house. It's just so cute. I love it. And the back of it, I don't love the back of it as much with the flowers and the little patio table that I did. I feel like, I mean, this side's not bad, but I think I just love this side the best. But it was just so fun painting a mug with my coworkers, and they actually gave us 2 mugs to paint, and in the time we were doing it, I only completed this one. So I feel like I need to paint the second one. Like I need to have a little crafty night and paint the second one. I'm already getting ideas of what I want to paint for the second one, but it was just so fun, and I think it's so cute. So that is a little fun favorite as well. In April, my amazing cousin Jessie got married, and it was so special and so fun, and yeah, it was such an amazing memory that I wanted to mention, and I'm just so happy for her. Also in April was my bachelorette weekend, and it was so much fun with some of my friends, and I have a whole video about my bachelorette on my channel if you're wanting to know more, but that is such a favorite memory as well. I have a random antique favorite. So these I talked about in one of my vlogs, like my engaged era vlogs, but I got these gorgeous little busts. I have 2 of them, I'll show you. They're just so cute, and so I was looking for vintage centerpieces, vintage items for my vintage centerpieces for my wedding, and I don't know, these are just so cute. I found them while I was antiquing with a friend, and we both were obsessed with them. They are from the 1940s. They're just so cute. I love looking at them. Here is her brother. Again, I do not know why these bring me so much joy, but they do. So they were part of the centerpieces for our wedding, but also I have them on display just in our Victorian bathroom is what I call our one bathroom, and yeah, I don't know, they're kind of different for me. Like, I don't know if they fit with my other decor, but I just love them and they bring me joy, so I had to mention them. Some random food favorites. I have this vanilla cookie granola butter. It is organic and you have to like mix it, so that's why there's like oil at the top, but it is not too bad of ingredients, but it tastes so good. Just having a spoonful of this is amazing. It's nut-free, gluten-free, it's vegan, and I don't know, it's just so good. I think it's kind of hard to find, but if you find it, I would recommend it. You could have it with toast or just with a spoon, and it's just really good. I also have been loving cashew butter. This is the brand we get. We have a brand new one that I'm showing you, but we've gone through multiple containers of this cashew butter, and I found out last year that I'm allergic to peanuts, and that was kind of shocking. I'm not severely allergic or anything, just a little bit of an allergy to it, but I have not been having peanuts or peanut butter, but I can have cashews, so we have switched to cashew butter, and it is kind of expensive. I would say this is an organic one, so yeah, it is a little pricey, but it's so good. I don't know, something about it, it's so smooth. We add this to our smoothies, and it just really makes the smoothie almost taste like a milkshake. Like, it's just so good. So I really have been enjoying this cashew butter. My amazing Grandma Lonnie gave me this gorgeous vintage purse, and I have been using it as my wallet, and it is just so cute. It has pearls all over it, and it's just stunning, and it's such a favorite. I've been loving using it. My old wallet I just didn't love, and I had it for so many years, so it's just nice to have something vintage, something from my loved one, and yeah, I've just been enjoying using this. I have another purse favorite, so this has been my wallet, and I keep it in this. So this is my purse I've been using, and it's so cute. It is super beaded. Oh my god, there's a cow outside. Oh my gosh, in the distance. I haven't seen the cows in a long time, but I see one now. I'm so excited. Beaded bags are really in right now. I've seen girls wearing them a lot, and this one's vintage, but this one is newer. I got this at a boutique, and look at the detail. Like, I don't know if you can see all of the beading going on, but it's so cute. It says happily ever after. So I did get this, and I wore this as my purse for the rehearsal dinner that we had before our wedding, and everyone loved it, and I've been wearing it just as my purse for everyday life. And I've gotten so many compliments on it. People are always stopping me to tell me they love it, so it's just so cute. It opens up like this, and it doesn't have a ton of room. Like, I feel like it's kind of a smaller bag. I mean, it does have room, like, for my phone and my wallet, but I feel like it's still kind of a smaller bag, and it has this nice gold chain. But I have just been loving this. So, and people too have been like, wait, did you just get married? Because they'll kind of realize with the words. Yeah, so this is a huge favorite. I just love the beading on it, and I feel like it's making me want to collect vintage beaded purses, kind of like this one. On May 1st, Randy and I celebrated our 8-year dating anniversary. It's crazy that we've been together for 8 years, and we just had such a fun time. We went antiquing, and we went out to eat, and it was just such a fun day. So that is such a favorite memory. Middle of May, I had my birthday. I turned 27, and that was such a fun time. There's just been so many special moments lately, but that was super fun, and I have a whole vlog and haul on my channel now. I think it's the last video before this one, so if you want to watch that, that's all about my birthday. But that was such a fun time. The biggest thing is Randy and I did get married end of May, and it was so unbelievably special and amazing. We got married in the Smoky Mountains in Tennessee, and the mountain view was incredible. Our venue was incredible. We got married at the Magnolia. Of anything I've ever talked about in a favorites video, this is the biggest favorite thing, is getting married to Randy, and in such a beautiful setting too. insane. We got to have a lot of our family and friends there with us, so it was just beyond special. Our whole wedding weekend was such a favorite time, such a special time in my life, and the actual wedding day was the best day of my life, and it was just so magical and special. So I might have more videos coming on all of that with more photos as we get our professional photos back, but so magical, so amazing. And some particular things I want to shout out is my wedding band. So I want to show a close-up. My nails are not done, so don't look at my nails, but I love my wedding band. I did pearl diamond, so it kind of matches my beautiful engagement ring. They are both rose gold. It just goes really well with my engagement ring. I feel like I just absolutely love it. Another huge favorite is my dress. I absolutely love my dress. It is Maddie Lane is the brand, and the design is the Pandora dress, and oh my god, I absolutely loved my dress. It was very heavy. It was strapless and a sweetheart neckline, and oh my gosh, I felt like such a princess in this dress. I will have to insert pictures, but loved my dress. And also I wore this little tiara from Etsy, and that was such a favorite as well. It's just so cute. So I really felt like a princess with all of these cute things. Of the wedding, just being there with my family and friends was such a favorite, but marrying Randy, obviously, we did public vows, and that was so special, and his vows were so unbelievable and so sweet, and I just feel like it was such a beautiful moment, getting married with the mountains behind us and getting ready with my girls beforehand. There was just so many special moments. I did a first look with my dad, and I was crying. I did a first look with Randy. I did, the first dance with Randy, the father-daughter dance. Like, there was just so many special moments throughout the day. Like, I can't even name all of it, but so amazing. And I'm feeling beyond blessed that I had that special time. And it's crazy that it's almost been a month the time I'm filming this. There were so many details of the wedding that I absolutely loved. I did the vintage centerpieces, which I loved. There's a lot with the wedding stuff that I could talk about. I'm thinking about doing another video on it, but one thing I wanted to mention is that Randy and we had such trouble finding a first dance song, and nothing felt like us. Like, nothing felt like we resonated with it, I guess. We just had a lot of trouble, so we ended up making our own, and it was so special. I'm going to maybe post a whole video about it, but we worked with a singer-songwriter, Jordy Searcy. If you have not heard of him, please look him up. He's amazing, and we took one of his songs, we worked with him, and he allowed us to use one of his songs but change the lyrics kind of, and so we worked with him and he recorded the new version with the lyrics that we worked on, and it was just so special. So I will definitely, maybe more to come on this. I want to post a video of the song. He did say that I can post it, but yeah, we did our own custom first dance song, and it's so perfect in my eyes. And what was even more special is Randy and I and my dad worked on the lyrics together, and so definitely the songwriter Jordy Searcy, he worked on the lyrics as well, so we kind of used his lyrics as a blueprint, but from there, me, Randy, and my dad worked on the lyrics and kind of, I don't know, just reworked it and wrote what we thought would fit us. And so it was so special working on that with my dad. Me and my dad used to write songs together. He's a musician, and I would sing a lot when I was younger, and so I would sing and he would play the guitar, and so it just was such a full circle moment doing that singing, songwriting with my dad again. It was so beautiful and one of my favorite wedding related memories. I forgot to mention getting our marriage license. That was a really fun moment before our wedding, and I vlogged a little bit of that in my behind the scenes wedding related video, but loved my outfit especially. I wore a vintage little pink jacket or blazer with a white dress, and I loved that outfit, so that is a favorite, maybe a favorite outfit of my wedding era. A music favorite besides our custom song that I just mentioned is the Harry Styles new album. This came out in March, I believe, and I've been loving it. It is called Kiss All the Time, Disco Occasionally, and I do have the vinyl, and it's hot pink. It is hot pink. I love it. It reminds me of Barbie, but the color, but I love this album. I've been really enjoying a lot of the songs. I love American Girls. Taste Back is one of my favorite songs. Let's see, Coming Up Roses is gorgeous. Paint by Numbers is gorgeous. Carla's song is amazing. So yeah, this has been a really cool album, and I'm a One Direction girl at heart. I loved One Direction. I still love One Direction, but as I was growing up, like, I was such a fan of One Direction. So, and really, I've been loving Harry Styles' music for the most part through the years with his solo career, but this album especially kind of reminded me of my youth and loving One Direction. So I love this one, and I'm glad I have it on vinyl now. A drink favorite is my normal matcha that I use. I think it's Jade's Leaf matcha, and I do my normal matcha with milk, but I've been adding in a little bit of honey and a little bit of vanilla extract, and that is to kind of make my own version of a vanilla honey iced matcha. And the reason I got that idea is I got that idea from a restaurant where I ordered a vanilla honey iced matcha, and I was like, wait, I can do this at home with some vanilla extract and some honey. So that's been my drink every day, really. I've been loving making my own matcha, but adding a little something extra to it. I have multiple show favorites. One is Good Girls Guide to Murder on Netflix. If you like a whodunit type of murder mystery type show, I definitely recommend that. Same with How to Get to Heaven from Belfast is another whodunit type of show. So that one's pretty interesting. So both of those are on Netflix. Really enjoy those. And then we did watch The White Lotus as well, which I feel like Randy and I were behind on that. Like, a lot of people were talking about it, and then we just recently watched it, so it's kind of funny. But, well, a few months back is when we watched it, but love that show. That's also kind of a whodunit in a way. It's a very interesting show. I would recommend all three of those if you maybe look into it, read the description of it, because I'm kind of bad at describing shows, but they are really interesting. All of those shows were pretty cool, and like, I found myself really excited to watch more of it. And also movie favorites, The Devil Wears Prada 2 was really fun. It wasn't like perfect in my eyes. Like, I feel like sequels are not always as fun as the originals, obviously, but I still enjoyed it, so I wanted to mention that. And the horror movie Obsession was terrifying, and I don't know if it's a favorite or not, but it was literally the scariest movie I think I've ever seen. I was really kind of freaked out after this movie, so in a way it's kind of my favorite horror movie. I don't know if it's a favorite, like, it feels weird saying it's a favorite, but if you want to see a horror movie that'll kind of like shake you up, like, whoa, what did I just watch? That is something to look into. Everyone's talking about it because it was just a crazy movie, but yeah, wild. If you like horror movies, I would recommend it. And lastly, I took a makeup class online in, I think, May, and it was so cool. I really enjoyed it. It was the Wallace Collection Beauty and Cosmetics class, and I think it might be over now. I'm not sure if you can still watch it or participate in it, but it was a really cool online class. I feel like I learned a lot about Victorian time and Renaissance time of cosmetics and the beauty world and what was popular then. It was just really fascinating. I love history, so I love makeup history especially, so it was really a cool class to take. I think that's everything. Thank you so much for watching. I would love to know what you've been loving recently, whether it's makeup, food, music, an event you went to, definitely just let me know. But thank you, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.